Please stop lifting so much. You're literally giving away points. So, welcome to Badminton Rant episode 11 or 12. I'm not really sure anymore. Stop lifting so much, especially in doubles, right? So, this is definitely around the service situation, but also in defense in general, okay? So, for example, when I'm queuing or I watch other players, or even when I watch my students play, they default to just playing the lift every time. Even if they're like standing on the service line, they take the shuttle up here, they're still gonna lift it out. And why? You guys have to understand like what happens when you lift, right? What happens when you lift? It's an upwards movement. Anything that moves up is defensive. Anything that moves flat is neutral to offensive, depending on the pace. And then everything that's moving downwards is offensive, right? So anytime you lift, you're immediately giving the attack away to the other opponent. So at lower levels, when people can't really move, that doesn't really matter because um, usually you can just win points outright because they can't move to the shuttle. But as you get better, as you improve, the lift becomes more and more dangerous to play because people are going to get behind it, people are going to hit hard down, and then you're just going to be in a defensive situation. You're just going to add more pressure. So please, like, stop griefing you and your teammate by lifting every serve that you get. This also applies in the defense situation too. Yes, it is sometimes necessary to defend a lift, or sorry, a smash by relifting it, but as soon as possible, you should be trying to make it difficult. You should be trying to do other things, which we can kind of talk about right now. So let's move backwards a little bit. So what do I suggest to my students and to people in general instead of lifting? So I'll definitely make a video about this because double services are very important. I spend a lot of time just training those, but what can you do that's very simple to do? Just play a net shot, dude. Especially at club level, lower level, people in the front when they serve are not really going to pressure you. Meaning, when they serve, they're just going to stand there and react. They're not going to serve and then proactively move forward to pressure you into lifting. So if they just serve and they stand back here, just play a net shot, dude. Because then what are they going to do? They're going to have to react. They're going to take it below the net, and then they're the ones that are going to lift, right? And then you're setting up your teammate in order to in order to attack and put you guys in the best position to win a point. Right? And that's a very simple thing to do, right? You take the shuttle and you just move it to the side. You can play it tight, you can play it loose, basta, right? Just play a net shot. The second thing you can do is you can play a net shot right in front of them, right? You can show them that you're about to drive and then play like this. And again, this doesn't make any sense without a racket. So what I mean is, like, for example, if you're receiving and then you take the shuttle like this and then you fake it like this. Or you can just play it like this, just right at them. Because if you play a net shot towards someone like this, they're going to freak out and they're just going to lift it out again. So again, mission accomplished. You have lifted, you have made them lift, and then you guys are attacking. As for the defense situation, what you can do, again, these are like total videos that I will make in the future, but you can drive it back, right? You can block it as well. If you notice again in club play, right, so often is the front player just doing absolutely nothing. For example, the front player is standing like super far in the rear court, or sorry, in the mid court. So even if you play like a quite loose net shot, they're not going to be able to get to it, and then they're going to have to lift, and you've just turned around the advantage of the rally. Now you or your partner will be smashing. So yeah, just don't stop lifting so much, guys. So obviously though, like, lifts are important. The quality of lifts are important. I'm not saying don't ever lift. I'm just saying stop lift so much. Please be intentional about when you lift, right? Don't just mindlessly lift. Okay, they drop. I got to the drop early, right? But kite, this is the most annoying thing for me too. Like, even when I'm playing with someone faster than me, if they like get to the drop shot that the opponent just played and they're taking it up here, they're still gonna lift it back out. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? If you take it high and you're taking it faster than the front person on their team can react, just play the net shot, dude. Play the net shot, play the drive, play the long net. You have so many more options. But if you just relift it, then like there's no point of having to like scramble to get it. So let's talk about the opposite, right? When are times you would want to lift, or what I would consider okay to lift? So for example, if it's a really good drop and they catch you off guard and you're basically catching it off the ground, I would lift. Unless I'm playing someone that I know is very slow or I'm very confident in my net skills, then I would lift just to be safe. You can play faster and flatter lifts, almost ones that are almost drives, but you have to be careful. You have to remember that the faster and flatter you play, the higher the risk that the front player will intercept, right? And this is getting a little bit more advanced into like more tactic stuff. But in general, you should not be like high lifting all the way you would like in singles. In doubles, typically you want um, your lifts to be deep, meaning they go towards the back line, but fast. They don't really have to be in the corners per se. They just have to be fast. You typically want to move that rear player side to side. And again, this will make more sense when I make an actual video about this. But yeah, I was thinking about it last night. I hadn't done a badminton rant in a long time, and I was like, what is a good topic? And this is it, right? Like, so many club players that I play with, or so many like people when I queue, will just lift and lift and lift, and it's so annoying because one, the game gets boring, but two, it just tactically is not a good decision. So if you're trying to win, more double games with you and your partner, please be intentional, right? That's the word. Please be mindful. Please think about when you lift. Like, if there's, for example, a video recording of your game, you should be able to explain to someone, like, every time you lift, why, like, there should be a good justification why you lift every single time, basically. If there's not, that means you're lifting too much. Okay, that's it. See you guys in the next one. Hope this resonates with some of you. Like, just this will improve your game, I promise. Try it out next time you queue. Just don't lift. Bye bye.